The Goo Gun is an interesting weapon, changing the way you traverse as well as defend on ARK. Once you have this crafted, you will not need any additional ammo to be crafted as well, and you'll see why. And if you find this video informational, don't forget to smash the like button, as that always helps with the algorithm. Also subscribe and share around, as that always helps to support the channel. And with that, let's get right into this one. Unlocking at level 58 and being crafted in a fabricator requiring 30 cementing paste, 30 electronics, 80 polymer, 40 crystal and 150 metal ingot is not that pricey and can be unlocked early on. So once you have it crafted, how does it work? Basically right now I have 0 ammo, and the way it works is you have to kill creatures, because if you hold the information on this, it says use harvested carcasses for the ammo. So we'll go ahead and kill this creature right here, as you see. Now every creature is going to drop a different percentage of the ammo you can get. For example, this Lystro, if I hold the left control, will give me 21% ammo. However, we have a few creatures here ranging from the Dodo all the way to the Paraceratherium, and here's how they stack up. So the Dodo will give you about 28% of ammo. The Raptor will give you a 35% ammo. The Carno will give you 100% ammo and more. The Paraceratherium will also give you 100% ammo and more. However, this differs because if you check in the medium range, which is the Raptor, a Ravager gives you 49%. So not every creature is going to give you the exact amount. There is difference, and it may be related to the drag weight of the creature. So how does it work then? Now that we have 100% ammo, we're going to test the 2 different types of mode. So basically the way you switch mode is hitting R and you get 2, which is the bouncy ball mode and the corrosive ball mode. First up, let's check the bouncy mode. Now note, I am invisible to enemies just for the purpose of testing, but the bouncy ball is really interesting. Now there are 2 modes of firing. One is going to be your left click, which is rapid fire, and the other is going to be your right click, which is going to be a hold to charge and then fire. Now later in this video, I'm going to show a trick about the shooting mode, so watch the video till the end. So the way it works is every time you shoot a ball, it stays in the place for about almost 10 seconds, after which it will explode and become unusable. Now if I go on this puddle, it's not going to do anything. But if you go within the 10 seconds, you will bounce. The bigger the ball, the higher the bounce is. So if I hold the charged bounce, which again, same amount, 10 seconds is the last time. And if I run on this, it will give me a huge bounce. Now to go ahead and test exactly how many foundations of a jump it gives us, we have 17 foundations laid here. So we are going to shoot on the second block, so that'll be 16 foundations. So if you shoot a normal shot like that, it will roughly give you 4 to 5 foundations. If you count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 foundations of a jump. So let's give it a full charged one right on there. So now we have basically 10 seconds to run on this. There we go. And that's exactly about 16 foundations. So it's going to take the jump 16 foundations for a charge shot. However, you can do this nifty little trick where you could jump and then shoot. Now, if you shoot straight down, you'll go in an up state. But if you kind of angle it, you will get like more momentum. This makes it actually good to traverse in caves. However, say if you're falling from a height and you think that the bubbles are going to save you, just how you're traversing by using the bubbles, that's not the case, because what happens is when you're falling from a height and you shoot, the bubbles kind of go behind you. So you land first and then the bubble touch down. So here we go. We'll test this out for you real quickly. For those who are thinking this could help break the fall, let me turn off GCM. Okay. And now let me aim down and I'll rapid shoot just to see. As you saw, I died. Because what basically happens, you land before the bubbles can even touch the ground. Period. So anyone thinking it's going to break your fall, unfortunately doesn't work that way. So don't try it. Unless you get really lucky and the bubble lands before you, technically, that can save you. Oh my god, I'm encumbered. Shit. Encumbered doesn't help with the bubbles. If you're encumbered, you will die. Keep that in mind. Now, as for knocking back dinos, it works on creatures, but not larger than a raptor. But even for a raptor, it's not that much of a knockback. Now say if I do this, it just puts us a little bit far away, and then I have to again run, but only the charge shot can keep you a little bit far away from a raptor. But sometimes he just jumps away. So it's like not efficient, because sometimes it does the work like this, but then the moment you land is like almost that close to you. And even the small ones, you can't like push him back. It is kind of good, but if it's a pack of raptors, you're not gonna get away from them in a sticky situation. However, this will not work on creatures that are like the basilisk. If I shoot it on him, he's just gonna stay there. He's not gonna bounce away or something. Even the stego, it's not gonna affect medium creatures to large creatures. So keep that in mind. Also, this can be really useful if you have a glider and you want to launch yourself. All you gotta do is charge up the shot, shoot it down there, and just jump in it and go into glider mode. Same for the parachute. Say you want to use a parachute. All you want to do, charge a shot, fly up, and equip the parachute, which you can glide a little bit away and use it like a nice little escape, like from the rock drakes. Not with the parachute, but at least with the glider. So you can shoot it, go really high up, and then use the glider. So you go wherever you want to go. Now, as for the range of this thing, how far it shoots is not that great. So if you go ahead, this is, oh, we'll shoot from here. So this is like the first foundation, goes all the way 7. And I'm going to shoot at the highest I can. Okay. So that landed there. So that's 12 foundations. That's how far it goes for the normal shot. And if you want to charge it up, same thing again. Let's aim somewhere higher. And here's a charge shot. Same thing. 12. So basically it's 12 foundations is the distance you get for shooting it. Now another neat little trick is you can shoot and keep adding up into a bigger bubble. So if you keep shooting this, as you see, it made it into a bigger bubble. So for example, let's make the max amount of bubble we can. So let's keep shooting here. I think that's the max, and let's run. Let's see if it's further than that. Oh yes. So if you shoot it in one place and do it the max bubble size, you get almost like 5 foundations more than a normal one. I think that should be like 5 to 6 foundations more than a normal charged bubble shot. Next up, we have the corrosive mode, and what this does is basically it's damage dealing mode. If you shoot a corrosive mode and if you are affected by it, you will lose visibility and you will be taking damage and a reduced healing speed. So that's like a debuff you get. So for example, let's again take the debuff and I'll show it to you. As you can see, you're taking damage and healing is reduced. Now with wild creatures, however, for example, say we have these bunch of raptors, right? Now thing with the raptors is like if I shoot them, as you can see, the moment they hit it, the debuff goes away. As you can see, it hit it, debuff is gone away. Now even if you see the health, for example, he's at 178. Shoot him and it's gone. It just instantly goes away. And even if it's a solo one, if I shoot it, the moment it attacks me, it loses that debuff. As you can see, it just loses it. For example, he has 179 health. Let's take a shot at him. As you can, he just lost like 4. That's just 1 second damage. So it's not useful against aggressive dinos. You're more better off using them against passive or dinos that will not attack you. So you got to keep that in mind. So basically the corrosive mode is the same as the bubble mode, but instead of giving you a bouncing feature, it damages creatures and damages structures as well. And we'll come to the structures ahead. So it's the same thing as for range. Same thing as for the rapid and charge shot. Left click for the rapid one, right click for the charge shot. They last for 10 seconds. Everything is same. Okay. Instead of bounce, it just does damage. So let's test that out. So we have a dummy here. So a normal shot is gonna be 32 damage per second. That's how much it does. It says 32, but it's not entirely that, and you'll know why. And a charge shot, okay, there's around 84 damage per second. You can stack the damage. So if I hit 1, 2, 3, that says 125 damage per second. As for the charge shot, if the target is small, You could do 257 damage with one, but if you do two, it doesn't do that much. I don't know why, but it negates and drops the damage for some reason. At least on the dummy. And we'll come to creatures soon. So let's see about armor. Does it do extra damage to armor, or does it save him from the damages? Let's just check that out as well. As for armor, let's see. 6 damage per second, which is not that great if your opponent has flak armor. So it doesn't do that much damage, as you can see. 6 to 5 damage per second. Let's see a charge shot. 6 damage per second. Okay. So does it actually affect the armor then? Like, does it do ridiculous amount of damage to the armor? Well, no. At least not on the dummy. So let's try to do damage to mine, okay? So for example, I have a durability of 33, okay? Now let's see how much it does to me. There we go. 33 was the armor. Okay, I don't think it's damaging the armor like something like an armor degradation. I don't think it does that. It's simply the armor is protecting you from the damage. Basically, even if a person punches you, the armor is going to soak the damage. So it's just doing that. This doesn't melt armor off your skin or something like that. I don't think so. But you can comment down below if I'm wrong. How about the dinos then? Let's take a charge shot. So roughly around 80 damage with the charge shot. Let's check the normal shot with this guy. So he has 67. Okay. Okay. So the charge shot does 80 damage to a creature without a saddle. And the rapid shot does around 30 damage to a creature without a saddle. So let's put the saddles on. Let's go with the charge shot. Let's see if he has full health. Okay, he's at 98. So that reduced it by half, and it does around 44 damage now. That is with the saddle. Okay, it took 1 tick out of the durability of the saddle, so it doesn't melt dino saddle as well. Let's go with the carno saddle now. Let's try the normal shot. So he's at full health. Good. So this should be 15 then. Yep. Right about 15. So if you have saddle on your dinos, it's going to do half the damage that the Goo Gun can do. Without a saddle, it's going to do 30 for the normal shot per ball and 80 for the big charge shot per ball. Now, can the corrosive gun damage structures? Well, let's find out. So first up, we have thatch. So that's 2,400. Let's do the charge shot for this test. So it does damage thatch, and it takes about almost 208 out of the thatch. That is not bad. For using carcasses, you can just raid thatch bases. Let's see wood. It's at 15,000. Oh yeah, it does damage to wood as well. Again, takes roughly about 210 damage. Not bad. Because basically you're going to use carcass. Next up, we have the adobe at 12,000 health. So let's quickly check that as well. Not bad. Again, 210 damage. So it's basically almost 210 damage for all 3 of these. So now how about stone then? Does it damage stone as well? So we are at 15,000 health. Oh yes, it does. But by how much? 1969. Not that much for this one. It's about 31. About 31 damage on stone. So stone will be difficult to raid, but you can raid adobe, wood, and thatch, and the metal and tech basically does no damage to them. So those are the ones that will not be damaged by the corrosive mode. As you can see, 15,000 and 15,000. So basically the corrosive mode can damage thatch, it can damage wood, it can damage adobe, and it can damage stone, but it cannot damage metal and it cannot damage tech. And now here's a little bit of a small homework I'm giving y'all guys, because I can't test this because I still didn't start playing on official servers or on any private server on the Aberration map because I was busy just doing this. But this is a small nifty little trick. So basically hold your charge shot, right? And hit escape and come back out. 1 second. Hit escape. And then leave your charge shot and hit escape again. So what this does is it allows you to infinitely charge your shot every time you shoot. So now I'm not going to click my right click. I'm just going to click my left. So that is shooting button, and it auto charges itself. So I want you to try this on the official servers and see if it works. If it does, do comment down below. If it doesn't, do comment down that as well, so we know if it works or not. The same goes with, and if you just have to hit right click to disable it. Same goes with the rapid shots. Hit escape, leave the shot, and come back. It will keep shooting without you clicking. As you can see, it's still trying to shoot. But just check this out if it works. I don't think it will, but on private servers, maybe on official, I doubt it'll work. But y'all can check it out for yourselves and see if that works. Now on to our subscriber corner, and this comes from Tantink. He's been a long time subscriber, and here is the test that he requested for. So basically what we're going to do is test the different tiers, and it's nothing that crazy. So primitive is going to be at 100 damage, the ramshackle is going to be at 104 damage, apprentice 111 damage, journeyman 115 damage, mastercraft 122 damage, and ascendant 136 damage. I kept it relatively reasonable for official servers and stuff because I don't know how it scales exactly. So I just kept it in an increment at the lowest level. So this could be a higher damaging, but we'll just test it. Right now we'll do it without the armor. So normal Goo Gun, a fully charged shot, is going to do about 84 damage per second. So ramshackle one, a full charge shot, that's going to do 89. So that's 5 more damage. So that's what, a 4% increase. So say a 5% increase will do 5 more damage. So every percent will do 1 damage extra. Let's go with the apprentice. That was at 85, I believe. So that's going to do 93 damage. Let's go with the journeyman. That's 97. A mastercraft. That's 103. That's at 122% damage. And I believe you can get higher than these. But this is just for a test. And the ascendant, which is the highest at 136%. Let's check that out. 116 damage. You can easily get higher than these. These are just for testing if they actually increase the scale of damage, and they certainly do. So what about the range then? Let's pick this guy up. So let's check if the range differs. Now we'll just test 2 guns. That should give us a rough idea. And we're going to stand at the same spot. So we're going to shoot one at this. Quickly change to the other and shoot that as well. And they both landed at the same spot. So they are going to be 12 foundation. The range is going to be same regardless of the tier. Now let's see, as for damages on structures, should do around 200-ish damage. Yep, 210, 209, I think. Let's go for the ramshackle. Oh, that did quite a lot more. So that did about 217. The apprentice, which is 111, that did 233. So yes, it does even scale with structures. And I think that's about it for the corrosive gun. It does scale up as the tier increases and the damage output increases. So every 5% is an additional 5 damage. So every percent it goes up, it does 1 damage extra. So now let's just test if the bounce mode does more bounce. Now we have tested this, so we know that a small shot like this will give us 4 foundations. Okay, so let's quickly check this out. And yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 4 foundations from a normal bounce. That is with the primitive. Now let's check a fully charged shot. Okay, that should give us the full 16 foundations. Yep. Now let's check if this increases, and we'll just check with the ramshackle if that increases the distance of jump. If it does, then we'll check all the others. So now we're up with the ramshackle one. So let's shoot the bounce ball. Okay, so this should give us 4 foundations. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Let's check the full maxed shot. And again, same output. So the tiers do not increase the amount of jump you get. You're going to get the same distance regardless of the tier. I think that's about it for the video. Comment down below what you thought about this and how are you going to use the Goo Gun. Also, don't forget to smash that like button, as that always helps me. And we are so close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. So a sub to the channel will be amazing. And with that, I'll survive signing off, and I'll see you on the next one. Till then, peace out.